H. And if they manage to proceed from that group stage, they may go to the semi-finals, and if possible, inshallah, to the finals. You predicated that particular prophecy on the condition that there's a sadaqah that they must perform. Have they performed the sadaqah? Why have they exited? And if they've not performed the sadaqah and for which they've exited, then has that sadaqah been nullified or it has a carry forward effect?
Thank you very much. This is a very simple, intelligent, amazing question. As I predicted that 6 months ago on my page about Ghana Blaster, when I said I was not happy in the group that FIFA insected them, actually it has just come to pass. And I said that even if Germany, almighty Germany was insected in that group, is going to have an effect of what Ghana Blaster also had.
Yeah, that's true.
So what I mean there was that the group, as I rightly said it, the gene and the H doesn't tally because Ghana begins with the letter gene, and then the group they belong is H. So definitely it's having some spiritual concomitant effect. Consequently that led to the failure of Blaster. And then as for the sadaqah, I didn't hear any response from anyone as far as the sadaqah is concerned. They've been doing that for a very long time. This sacrifice is there for them, and it's something very simple that they will do so that it will take them forward.
You were supposed to do some sadaqah in your own capacity. Did you do that? And why is it that it has not nullified that which the GFA or the sports authorities or the authorities in the country had to do?
The sadaqahs are two. That's the sacrifice. The one that I wanted to do is based on my mathematical calculation. And the one that they are going to do is for the entire victory. Actually, the posting that I posted, I saw something. It's not just that I said that Blaster will go home for nothing and something of that sort. Do you know the reason why Blaster went with Uruguay together?
No, please, tell us.
So, you see that Blaster started with the letter G.
Yes, please.
Which in arithmetic is equal to 7. The spelling of Blaster, we have only 5-letter words.
That's Ghana.
That's Ghana. Sorry, the spelling of the country that Blaster belongs to. Sorry, that's Ghana.
Yes, please.
It's 5.
That's true.
And this Uruguay, the spelling of Uruguay, we have 7 letters. And Uruguay starts with the letter U. And the U is 21 in arithmetic. When you start from A, B up to U. So this 21, the Uruguay spelling start with, in the spiritual realm, start with Jin raised to the power 3.
That is 7.
That's 7 raised to the power 3. You don't understand?
So you mean 7 raised to the power 3?
Yes.
Will give us 21.
Will give us 21.
Is the equivalence of U, which is 21 in value in terms of number.
So, and the letter that ends with the spelling of Uruguay is Y.
Y.
Which is equal to 27 position in the arithmetic.
So
this Y to when you plus 2 plus 3, 25.
No, the Y is 25. So 2 plus 5 is 7.
That's 2 plus 5, which is equal to 7.
Absolutely.
So you see that Uruguay is having all the advantages that the number or the digit 7 is having ahead of Ghana. Because Ghana is only having 1, that's 7 raised to the power 1. That's the only spelling, the beginning spelling of the letter. But as for Uruguay, it's having 7 raised to the power 3. That's 1. And then the letter that forms the spelling of Uruguay is 7. And then the spelling of Uruguay ends with the letter Y, which is equal to 25. And when you plus it, the 25 is equal to 7. That's 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. So if 7 is having effect in giving victory or success, definitely Uruguay will have that this thing. So because of that, that is the reason why all of them came home. That's why that we have 2 against Ghana.
Why number 7, not 5?
Like, why do you?
Why must we use number 7 to do the calculation and not number 5 or number 2 or number 3 or number 1 or number 0?
The 7 is that's the spiritual being
Okay.
that carries the two countries.
Okay.
The beginning of Ghana,
Okay.
because we always take the beginning of the
Okay.
letter.
So that's a common factor.
That's the common
for
denominator for all of them.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Although, despite that, Uruguay start with U, but intelligently in the realm, it starts with 7 raised to the power 3, which is Jin.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll come back to Uruguay. However, but then let me continue with the first leg I started on. The Sadaka that the Ghana Blasters were supposed to perform before succeeding through the group stages to semi-final or finals, inshallah.
Yes.
That Sadaka that they failed to perform, is it nullified in the realms or is still active that must be performed before we go to the next tournament?
It's having clarified in the realm, because they have to do it. If not, their friendly matches, their African AFCON, what, and then the coming World Cup in 2026, it will be a problem. So it's something that they must do.
Is it an expensive Sadaka?
It's something that is not all that expensive. So, but it depends on the nature of the calculation that will bring out the Sadaka. Unless they come, then we'll sit together, then we'll team up and do the Sadaka before.
You said emphatically on your Facebook post 2 nights before the Ghana-Uruguay match that history is about to repeat itself.
Yes.
And you casted your mind back to 2010 when you were somewhere in your Sakumono estates.
Yeah.
And in fact, we were quite worried about such a prediction that it was like a call for doom and gloom for the Ghana Blasters. Why were you not straightforward to us? You were zigzagging us.
Yeah, this is a very funny, intelligent question.
Thank you.
I've been saying again and again and again, even if I came emphatically and said it, it will lead to the Sadaka. And the Sadaka, for sure, they are not going to do. So definitely I have to just post it and just say that I've just posted it like the way I've posted it.
Any comments, special comments about Ghana versus Uruguay match?
That's the comment that I made about the mathematics.
So there is an observation that I received this evening that on the Uruguayan jersey, they had the Ghana flag and then the Uruguayan flag on their jersey. Does that mean that they might have also done their spiritual homeworks, or what is it?
There's no any team that will come to the World Cup that the team is not spiritually prepared. Yes, but it depends on the strength of the spirit or the spiritualists that led them to the tournament. Yes.
Your prediction about Cameroon, another African country, is almost accurate. Why? Because you predicted that Cameroon is going to perform very well in this very World Cup. They may go to semi-final or final just as the Blaster, but you did not predicate their success on any Sadaka. Your Eminence, Usta Shamuna, tell us, though Cameroon saw the promised land, they did not step their foot on it by beating Brazil, almighty Brazil, historically, for being the first African country to have beaten Brazil in the World Cup or beyond. What is it that you have to tell us about Cameroon?
Actually, I did the calculation and I saw that, I said Ghana and Cameroon will go to the semi-finals, or they will go far. But Ghana needs a sacrifice before going further. That's Ghana's one. It was on condition, and they failed to go by the condition that brought Ghana out, which is exactly what happened, and then the prediction or the prophecy came to pass. But that of Cameroon, I said that Cameroon will go even without doing the Sadaka. But here is the case that they are playing the World Cup and Cameroon is not there. So a layman will never understand that this prediction has come to pass. So for the benefit of the layman, for us to give him also his benefit or critic, let's say that prediction has failed to me. But when to me, because I have a lot of things that I did, major ones, about 2014 Germany will win and they won, France will win, and so this small thing will not have any problem between myself and the critic. But you forget about the issue of failing them not going further in the World Cup, But you can see that I'm not abreast with the points, the goal aggregate, and the rest. So in the REM, I saw that what they were supposed to split or to win, they will win. So if they win, definitely after win, they will go to the next stage. Not knowing that there's some mathematics about goal aggregate, the points and whatever. But me, I'm a layman in that particular sector. I don't know anything. Even that day when they won and I was happy. And someone said, Madam, they won as you said, but they are not going. And I asked him why, and he was talking about the goal aggregate and whatever. And this is a clear example that we can give about Uruguay and Japan. Although Uruguay won, and then they were in the same point with Japan, but because of goal aggregate, they needed with South Korea. Sorry, with South Korea, but they were looking for one particular goal for them. So, like what you see in the REM, you calculated before the World Cup, you say that Uruguay will qualify to the next stage because you saw it, but not knowing that physically is taking a different trend about the goal aggregate, the point. But spiritually, as a spiritualist, you say that they will go far or they will go out of that set. Meanwhile, physically, because of the points, the goal aggregates, whatever, is a different thing altogether. So as you said that the prediction, although is on track, but physically it doesn't materialize.
Your Eminence, why are you not straightforward with the Ghanaian populace? You don't predict exactly. You are not emphatic this time round with your permutations and calculations. Is there any special reason why?
No, I'm straightforward. It's only that you don't know that I'm straightforward. When I say this will happen, but it will get to some time that because of the score line, I don't want people to do it because of my Islamic faith. That's why. So when you go back through this thing, you see a lot of stuff that talk about that. Even the other day, someone said that seeing what I'm saying about France, that will go out of the set. So it means that the match between France and the team that played before they went to the round 16, the person predicted that France will win based on my prediction. Although I didn't come out clearly that, because when I say that France will go out of the set, it means that they will go to they will go to round 16 and quarterfinal. So definitely at that particular time, if you are somehow who is very smart, then if you are going to do anything, you know that since I said that they'll go out of that set, that's the group, then it means that it means that I'm saying that they'll win. But I didn't use the word win.
Okay. What accounts for the poor performance of African countries in the World Cup? Is there any spiritual problem, or is it psychological, or is it a matter of poor performance?
No, it's a matter of spirit. You know, these white countries that they've been coming to the World Cup, they are having spiritual leaders in all sectors. They have to consult. They have even as I'm talking to you, Faculty of Mathematics in the UK. That's Britain. They did that Faculty of Mathematics in Oxford University. They predicted about the World Cup. They said a lot of things. So they'll have consultation over the numerologists, they'll have consultation over the spiritualists, they'll have consultation over psychologists, sports analysts, and all together before they come to the World Cup. But that of African community, they underestimate some of their numerologists. So they are basing on sports analysts alone without going to the numerologists and then the spiritualists.
Thank you very much. That's very revealing. You spoke about France. You just hinted about France. I remember you said in one of your posts, I think your early videos, that you had a dream about Mbappe consulting
that's my
striker from France.
Yes.
And that they consulted you about their success in the World Cup, and you even prescribed some sadaka for them within 24 hours.
Yes.
You again predicted that France is going to defend France as a defending champions are not going to perform like other defending champions in the new World Cup, because they are going to qualify from the group stage and perform very well. So far, they are doing very well. They are the quarterfinals now. What do you see and what is happening?
Actually, about the dream is one of the reasons why I did not come out clearly about the World Cup, about the dream that I had with Mbappe and one notorious France striker when they came in the spiritual realm looking for a sacrifice to defend the camp. So I gave them 24 hours to come, so that when they come, I will do the sacrifice.
Yeah.
So, you know, a dream is taking a different trend altogether.
Okay.
So I don't want to come out with my numerological calculation as a final word. Then after some number of days, then the dream will also continue that they brought the spiritual items and then it is done. So the spirit will not be conflicting the numerological context.
No.
So for that reason, then I give a break or I pause to see for some number of days whether the 24 hours they will bring by the items that I asked them or not. When they say 24 hours in the spiritual realm, it's taking a different trend than the physical realm. 24 hours could be 1 month, it could be 1 week, it could be 1 year, it could be a decade in the spiritual realm. So it is one of the reasons why I don't want my dream to conflict the numerological context of my calculation.
Your Eminence Usta Shamona, is France going to defend this cup or what?
It's just the answer that I give you.
Clarify.
The clarification is that I dreamt that they will come back, they should bring the items within the 24 hours, and then the dream ended. They didn't bring it. So now, as to whether they will bring it or the dream will continue by bringing it later, it means that if they bring it later, it means that they are going to win the cup. But if they did not bring it, that one too is also going to take